So I told you, right, to submit the task in the form. Right. So Sai Madhu. Sai Madhu, here you have to mention the drive link. Not okay. Not asking your response here. Whatever the task you done, like whatever the documentation and assignments you guys are doing, just try to uh, store that in the drive. Try to host that on the drive, Google Drive, and share that drive link in this form. So we shared the form yesterday, right? It's not in Telegram. I have informed to the team to post that in the Telegram. Again, I'll tell them to post that. So if anyone there from Blackbox, so have shared the link. So try to just share that link in the Telegram group too. And I'll try to share that. Just give me a second. Right, I'm sharing the link in the chat box. Right, so if anyone else, just share that link. Okay, so only I can see few of them. And yeah, whatever, it's an empty folder. You have to upload your task in the folder. Whose task is this? Mm-hmm. Akshita Reddy. Like, guys, what happened is the task you guys have done. Mhm. Someone placed the Google Drive link. So whatever the task you done, just try to upload in this folder. Don't send the empty folder. So no one uploaded the task. Like whatever the task you done, just try to upload in your drive and share that link here. Like if you want to show me how they did, see for a Vienna. So here you can see. So whenever you do the task, just try to upload the drive link in that. Make it to public. So here they kept as a private basis. So here you can see the assignments what they did. So your task all are empty only. Like these are empty folders. Shivam she did. Kirtana did with that. Whenever you want, you can submit that. Try to do that on the link. I have shared the link here. You're directly giving the PDF link actually, not PDF link, that particular folder link you have to give. You're getting that, Divya? Like you're giving the PDF link, not asking the PDF link. If you see here, Kirtana task, like she shared the folder. So in folder, you can see the shared option. There you can copy that link and share with us. Okay, not you are sharing this particular drive link. not this one, the folder link I'm asking. So whenever you post, like whenever you upload these task in this drive, I can able to see. So for the first time, just you need to fill the form and give the drive link. So next onwards, just you need to upload the task in this drive. That's it. And make sure it should be in public. You guys are directly sharing the task link, task link here directly. This guy, who is this? Manikanta. Hey, what you did? You just share the form to me again. So remember, like whatever the task you guys are doing, I'll check that through these links only. Whatever you submitted till now, I won't consider them. Remember that. So drive link only will be verified, and make sure try to upload properly. Like see here, this Vamshi and Kirtana did that. So if you see they have uploaded the drive. So when I click on that, I can see this task like day one from now. Task one, task two, task three, like all the tasks I can see here. So try to go in that way. You can see. Hmm, 33 in that only 5 to 6 people done. Sheikh Sharif try to share the mail ID. Sorry, drive link, not mail ID. Some people are having the empty folder. So check that. Try to upload the task, everyone. Right. So what was the last topic we discussed on? So what are the tools we left with? So done with the Maltego. How many of you done with the Maltego tool? Have you tried? So we left with one thing, which is Maltego. So I suggest go with the Windows base only. So in Linux, they have an inbuilt source that is, but try to do on your Windows machine. So just go to the Google and search for the Maltego. Okay. So when you search for the Maltego, you can see the maltego.com website. So in that, can you see the products at the top? So here, go with the registration first, not downloading. Try to register first. So just click on register here, and here it will ask you for give the email address. So my personal suggestion, don't go with your personal mail address. Try to use the temp mail. Temp mails will be there. So try to use the temp mails here. Okay. And try to log in with the temp mails. Here they'll give the temp mails for you. Okay, so here you got some temp mail. So use this temp mail and try to log in. Just give the temp mail and make sure again it will change every 1 hour or 2 hours. It will change the mail address. Make sure to try to save somewhere in your system the credentials.
रिचार्ज करके दियो ठीक बानो कालू सर्वर पे करने सर पे करो
Just a second.
लो एने हमरा करके दियो ठीक बा चल लॉक कर दो हमरा
All right. So right. So you can use this mail ID and you can log into this website and make sure to try to copy the username and password, like email address and password of Maldigo somewhere in your system. Because mail, these are the disposal mail IDs. So again, if I restart my machine or if I close and open Chrome again, I visit this website, it will be changed. The mail ID will be another one. So try to go and get that mail ID and store somewhere and give some passwords here and give the first name and last name and go with some phone number, random. Just give the random things here. Don't go with your personal things. Just go with the random, and go with some role HR or business unit, some cybersecurity operations, or main cases like penetration testing and organization side 1 to 10. Like URL is nothing, no need of any URL, and just click on this and go with sign up. So once you click on sign up, it will be redirected to this particular download folder. Here you can see. Got it? So you can download for Linux, you can download for the Mac, you can download for the Windows. Okay. And one more thing you need to remember here is try to make sure you'll get an activation link here in this tab. Is that clear? So you'll get a verification link in this inbox. So try to verify that. Without verifying, it won't activate the Maltego account. You're getting my point? Here, you need to update your Maltego tool. Got it? So means you need to verify that Maltego tool here itself. If not, it will try to block that account, or else it won't accept like it won't give any credentials there to log into that particular thing. So make sure try to verify this link here. Okay, you'll get an activation link here in this tab. So you can try to verify that. So once you verify, then start downloading the Maltego. So go with the exe plus Java file and click on download. It will start downloading the file. So it's around some 183 MB. So just try to download that Maltego tool. Right. So once you download it, go with a normal installation. Like go with the next, and install. That's it. It will be done. And remember, the Maltego is not for free. Maltego is not for free actually. So it is having the pro version, enterprise version, and a community edition. So we are using the community editions, which are having less features compared to the pro and enterprise. What is the use of community is? Like what's the difference is? In pro version, you can able to access all the features. Okay, you can able to access all the features. Like you can use all the sources and you can run them. But when it comes to the free base, that is nothing but the community edition. In this, you're going to use some less features here. You won't get complete access to the sources. Only few resources you can use to gather the information here. Right. So I'll show you that at the time, but we are going with the community edition only. If you want to go with the pro, just you can check that how much cost it is. You can just from there. So you can see it's a pro is a paid one. How much it cost? Around some $5,000. And enter Spark annual basis. Business level it is some $5,000, and personal basis some $275 per year. Right. Clear everyone? Right. So once you download it, make sure just go to the start menu. Okay. Just search for Maltego. So just click on that. It is already installed in my device. So that is why I'm not going with the installation and registration part. Just I'm telling you how to register there. So using the temp mail, just register. Once you register, try to activate that uh, account in temp mail. And once you're done with that, then start downloading the Maltego tool. Once you downloaded the Maltego tool, just install. So as a normal basis, you can install them. Okay. So after installation, you'll get the login page. For me, it's already logged in. Let me try for logout. Okay. Let me factory set that. Yes. Let me open Maltego. So when you open the Maltego, Right. So you can see this tab. Can you see the tab? So here, as I mentioned, this is the pro basis. So we downloaded the free one, which is community edition. So here, can you see the CE? So CE is nothing but here the community edition. So just let me click on run. So now it will ask for the log. Just let me get my credentials. Just give me a second. I'm getting my username and password. Right. So here, just click on accept. Okay. Just go with next, and it will ask for the login. So make sure whether the account is activated or not. You need to check. So first try to activate the account in the temp mail, then only go with the registration here. Okay. Just taking time. Yeah. So now you can see the login page here. Just give your mail ID, the temp mail, whatever I used. I'm giving that mail ID and give the password, whatever you used while registering, and go with this thing, login. Right. You can see account is activated. Make sure the captcha should be good. Okay. And link should be verified in the temp mail. Remember that two things are very important. If you not activated your link in that temp mail, you'll get an error here while logging. So make sure try to activate the account, then download the file, then install, and then go with the community edition. And then next, click on next. How many of you guys have installed this? So you can say next install the transforms. So no need of automatical send error. Just go with next, 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 and click on finish. Simple. Okay, you'll get a graph page. Just try to cancel that graph. Let's discuss about these transforms here. So now you can see, as I told you, we are using the community edition here. Okay, it's a community edition. So which is nothing but a open source, you can say. But will have the limited resources to use in these community editions. And you can see these are all the transforms we call them as a transforms. So transforms are nothing but the sources. Like in the harvester, we use some sources and collected the information. Like yesterday, we discussed about the LinkedIn and we got the information, right? Same here also. So these are the transforms. Like you can see, we use the virus total. We use this Wayback Machine yesterday, virus total, right? So there are many transforms we have here. Like you can see, for example, to collect the information about the company data. So if you select that, it will show you the transforms here, and you can install the transforms. You can click on that. Some transforms will ask for the API key. So for that, you need to register in that website and they'll give the API key. You need to configure that API key here. And some sources will give for free. So just you need to click S and then download and run. So you'll have that transform with you. Okay. So like that, you have many sources here. We call them as the transforms. So whenever you're going to gather the information, the Maltego tool will use these transforms and get the information for you. You're getting that? How this Maltego tool work? It will try to use these transforms and gather the information. So what are these transforms? These are the open source services, right? And some of them are open source and some of them need to register or some of them need to pay for money, not for free, right? You can see now this transform was installed. Now you can see this transform is now installed. Now to gather the information, it will use this transform and you can collect. Hunter you have, you can use this transform and you can collect the information about your target, right? So try to download the transforms as much as you guys can according to your target, what information you want to gather. Accordingly, you can use the transforms and collect the information. Is that clear, everyone? Right. So you can see I'm let me go with all the transforms. So you can see these are all the transforms we have. Okay. And some of them are paid. Can you see there are some tools like yeah. So for example, if you see this flashpoint, so can you see is there any download option here? Is it showing any install or download option? Is it showing any download or install option here? Hmm? For this, it's showing, right? Are you guys there? Guys, am I audible to you? Yes. Yes. Great. So if you see here, some of the transforms we don't have install option. That means they are paid. Means you have to pay something for them and get the transform. Right. So here you can see the install option. Means this is for free. So as I mentioned, in community edition, we have limited resources. Right. Is that clear? You can see some sources you can't able to use them. They are paid one. Okay. So you need to gather as much as information from the open sources, right? So now the Maltego tool will gather the information using all these transforms, and these are the information you can gather, right? So how to gather the information? Let's see. So at the top here, in this point, can you see the new option? So just click on that new option. It will open a graph here. So this is a graph. So this graph can be represented in these layouts. You can see these are the layouts we have here. And we have entities here. We call this as an entity platy. So in this, you can see all these entities to gather the information. You can gather the information about the company. You can gather the information about the industry, incidents, time, phone number, mobile devices, uh, even video, or cryptocurrencies related, domain related, ISP related, like regions, like all this information. These are the entities we call. So for example, let me go with the domain. So here you can see a domain, just drag this here. You can see just drag this to this particular graph and here give your target. Let me go, my target is like Tesla.com. Imagine my target is Tesla.com. This is the domain I'm using. So now you can right click on this. You can right click on that. It will show you the transforms. Can you see all the transforms? And you can see the installer transforms. Just now I have installed these two transforms. You can see the two transforms here. So now you can click on this plus symbol. It will show you the transforms, like what information we can gather. For example, I want to gather the email addresses. I want to gather the email addresses of this particular domain. So let me run that. When I click on that, here at the bottom, you can see it start running the transform. Right. So you can see it has given the mail IDs. Is that visible for you? Let me go in this way. Yeah, like this, it is much better, right? Yeah. Right. Can you see the mail IDs? We have some mail IDs here, and we have some, you can see Elon Musk we have. Right. And again, you can go with this domain. Again, right click. Let me extract the person now. Let me extract the persons now. So can you see the persons here? Right. So do we have Elon Musk here? Yeah, we have this person here. You know, Tesla is the one who owns that. So now right click. Again, you can extract the emails of this person like that. You can go with one by one in a graphical way. So now again, you can run the transform and see what information it collects again. Yeah. Now you can see that particular person's mail IDs I got. Like you can see elon@nasa.com, elon.musk@hotmail.com. Right. So he's a public figure. So obviously he has all the information in public domain. So that is how we collect the information. Again, these informations are collected by the transforms only. You can see the transforms, right? So using that resources, it is collecting the information, right? So now again, you can collect the domains, mail servers, mail records, name servers, like everything you can collect related to the domain. You can see whatever information you want to collect, like phone numbers, DNS enumeration information, person's information, email address information, name servers information. You can collect all these things. So what I can do is I can run all the transforms together also. So let me run that. You can just go with none. So now you'll get an error. Why? Because in between sometimes it will ask for the paid basis. So you get a pop-up errors, just ignore them. So you can see what information it will collect here. At the bottom, you can see here. So it collected the website information, it collected the name servers, NS records, person information, DNS information, and net logs, email addresses, company information, phone numbers, mail servers, domain, location, IPv4, like all this information it collected. Still collecting the information, still 96% it done. Right, so it's done now. So you can see what information it collected here. So these are all the information it collected. The IP addresses, the location, the mail server they are using, net blocks, name servers, mail addresses, persons information, phone numbers, website, like everything it collected. As much as possible, it collected that much of information. You can see these are all the information it collected here. Right. And again, if you want to go with another one, just click on again new. So there is a new graph. So in this graph, we have this one. In this graph, we have another one. So now you can go with the mobile phone number. Also, you can go with the phone. Let me go with the phone number. So let me check that one. So like you can try anyone's number here. So let's see what information you want to try your number, anyone's number. Hmm? Can give you a number, anyone. Let's see what information we can collect. So you can give the phone number and you can get the information about that phone number. So let me run all the transforms. Go with run. Okay, we're getting only the number. Is that a geo? Some of them are asking for the paid one. Okay. So this is the information we got. The carrier, the Reliance Jio, wireless, valid, active. Unknown. So whatever the sources they are having, in that max your number is not in public. All right, so max, I'm not getting the numbers. Maybe I need to install some transforms here. I'll check that. But yeah, you can use these entities and you can collect the information. All right, so you can have multiple entities here based on the entity and your target. You can go with that and get the information. You can get the CV, domain names, IPv4, IPv6, port information. Like you can see everything here. So using these entities, you can collect the information about the target and gather the information. And these entities collect the information based on the transforms. Is that clear? So using these transforms only, it collects the information, whatever the information I'm collecting. So using these transforms only, it will collect the information. So like personal identifiers. So using these sources only, it will try to collect the information here. Got it? Is that clear, everyone? So same, you can go with the domain. So check each and every domain and see what are the information it is giving. Again, you can extract that person information. Again, you can go with in detail about one to another. Like again, let me go with this one and run the transforms and see what information it will give for me and which domain, what is the IP address of that name servers, like all this information, the location. So you can see the name server IP address, you're getting IPv4 and IPv6, and you're getting the domain. And again, you can go with this, select the domain. Again, you can run the transforms, and again, you can collect the information. This is the organization on the test product domain. Right. So again, you can see the corporation, the person, who is records we are getting DNS. Yeah, again, you're getting the IPv6 information and IPv4. Right. So like that, you can interlink each and everything and you can collect that information. So whatever the information you're getting, again, you can try to get that particular organization information here. Got it? So like that, you can try for this Maltego tool for your end. Yeah, you guys can try. Maybe an organization or a SSC, whatever you want, you can try on that. Is that clear? So just I'm demonstrating this is a source where you can collect the informations using some transforms in one single place. Right. So if you observe to get the employees information, we use some source. To get the email address, we use some sources. Or to get the subdomains, we use some other sources. Like using this tool, you can find all those things in one place. Got it? So that is what Maltego do. So again, it has limitations. So you don't have any full control of that part. So you're using a community edition. So max will get the limited resources here to collect the information. Remember that. Got it? Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Yes. Correct. Just try about this tool, Maltego. And there is a spider foot or Metago, so you can see many tools. So find some open source tools from your end. So as a given task for you previously, if you remember, like try to find some new sources and let me know how many have you done with that. How many have you found some new sources or tools to gather the information? Hmm? Are you trying to find the new sources and new tools? Just do that. Okay. So one of our student, you can see how he did the task. Mm, it's 20 batch, I think. Yeah. So you can see assignment. So his name is Vinayak actually. So you can see whatever that we discussed in this complete information gathering thing, he did everything here. So whatever the activities we perform, like we use NX lookup and we you can see screenshot, the way he explained everything, like whatever we discussed in this information gathering, like passive information gathering, you can see him like he did everything, like the harvester older version, virus total we used to enumerate the subdomains, and website funder, wayback Waplizer, wayback machine, who is, so how he explained everything in detail. So Maltego tool, email analysis. Mm. So everything he did in detail. So Google Docs, so everything. So try to do in the same way. So as a reference, take that as a reference and do that. Got it? Is that clear, everyone? Right. So these are all tasks done by the students only. So I'm explaining the same thing from here and try to do some assignments here, do the task. Okay. Try to upload that in the drive and share that link in the home. Okay. As a reference, I have given the document in the chat box. You can get it from there, everyone. Right. So this is all about the passive information gathering. So is that clear, everyone? Hmm? So any doubts in that part? Is there any doubts? All right. So now we'll go with the another module. So we're done with the passive information gathering, and now we are moving into the active information gathering, and we call this phase as a scanning phase. Right? It is a scanning. Okay. So you know the phases of hacking. Do you remember the phases of hacking? So what are the phases of hacking we have? Can anyone? Anyone? Like what are the phases of hacking we guys are? Any idea? Like we discussed in introduction part, like what do you say? The reconnaissance, gathering the information about the target, and next is scanning, which is nothing but the finding the vulnerabilities of the target, and taking the advantage of this vulnerability will go with the gaining axis, which is nothing but the exploitation, and next we'll go with the maintaining axis, which is nothing but creating the backdoors. You remember this? We discussed about, yeah, clearing the logs, wiping the evidences. We discussed about this part, right? So this is what the phases of hacking. So till now, we did a passive information gathering, means whatever the data is in public, we gather that. Now, when it comes to the scanning, here we are directly interacting with the target and gathering the information. That means we send some packets from our machine, maybe TCP IP props we call. So we send some props to the target and it will give the response, right? To get information in that response. So what information you're getting? Whether the target is live or not, or the ports, is there any open ports, or is there any services and their versions, and even you can get the what operating system they are using, their architecture, and even you can find the vulnerabilities also. You can find the vulnerabilities. So you can check whether the target is live or not, means live or active. And once the target is active, we'll find for the ports open and we'll see what service and versions are they are using. And then we'll find the OS information and we'll find the vulnerabilities. That is what the scanning phase is. So to get that vulnerability information, we need to interact with the target. Yes or no? Till now, whatever the information we gathered, that is completely passive information gathering. That means whatever the data is available in public platforms, we gathered only that information. But now we are interacting with the target and gathering more information in live. Like what is the operating system the target is using? What are the ports open? So we discussed, right? Ports and protocols. We discussed or not? Are we done with the protocols and port numbers? Did I given any important protocols for you? Yes or no? Yes, I have given that. And even you guys are done with the task. So now whoever done with that, now it will be easy for you to understand this particular module. If you're not done with the protocols and port numbers, everyone once again go through that protocols and port numbers, see what are the protocols we have and what these port numbers and what we can do with these protocols and port numbers. Just go through that, everyone. It's very, very, very important to know. If you're not good at the protocols and port numbers, this space will be difficult for you. At the beginning itself, I told you, right? Look, there is penetration is different, man. It is not included. Penetrating is nothing but doing all these things only. Gathering the information, finding the vulnerability, exploiting that vulnerability, seeing the impact, getting the report, submitting that to the client. Like that is complete penetration. That is different. Okay, so this is different. This is approach methodology. To do penetration or to hack or to do any other sources, this is approach methodology. That is what the phases of hacking. Got it? So when it comes to the scanning, so everyone again try to go with the protocols and port numbers. It is very, very, very important here. Okay. So now I'll just go with the introduction. Okay. And then to do practicals, we have to install that server. So we need to host a server in our machine. So everyone just go to this website. Just search for Metasploitable. So you can't do this scanning on live websites. It comes under the illegal, means without their permission, you should not scan their sites or you should not get any information. That comes under the illegal part and it is offensive. So for that reason only, we are trying to host a dummy server on our machine. Okay. So we'll host a dummy server, a machine, and we are going to practice the scanning phase on this machine only. So it is a Metasploitable, which is intentionally vulnerable Linux machine. So remember, it is a Metasploitable file. So it is an intentionally vulnerable Linux virtual machine, and it was built by the Rapid7. Okay, it is a company. So now you need to download these things. So I'm sharing this link in the chat box. Try to everyone. You have to install these Metasploitable on your VMware or VirtualBox. So what you guys are using VMware or VirtualBox? What you guys are using? Is that a VMware or VirtualBox? Have you guys installed the VMware? Are you guys are using Linux? So I'm not asking about Linux. Are you guys installed the VMware or VirtualBox? I need everyone. I need everyone to respond for that. So most of them are using the VMware only. Fine. So no, sir, I have installed it. So how come it works, man? So why are you going with dual boot? For example, if I want to hack Windows now from Linux, is there Windows in your Linux machine? Nitish? If I want to hack a Windows now using the Linux machine. So is there Windows in your Linux machine now? So how will you do that? So try to go with VMware or VirtualBox, man. Why you're going with dual boot? So I'm sharing the link in the. I think I have shared the link. So just everyone try to download this Metasploitable 2 on your system. And again, it is a VM file only. So it will start downloading the file. Again, it's a zip file and it is a VM file. Just you need to. It is around some 825 MB. So just download that and just open your VMware. So again, I'm telling it is a VM machine file only. So it's a VM file only. So simply you can go to the home, click on open, and make sure that is a zip file. So zip file in the sense you need to extract that file first. You're getting my point? Same for your Linux, you have extracted and you have installed, right? Same thing, same process. Just go to the download folder and it is in zip format. So if it is in zip format, try to extract that file and try to extract it. It is already extracted here in this folder. So simply upload that file here. So it is extracted. So after extracting, just open that, click on that VM file and open it. So you can see we got that. So it is already there in my machine. Okay, it is already there in my machine. You can see. So before opening that, I told you make sure to go with NAT or bridge. So if your Kali Linux in bridge, make it to the bridge. If your Kali Linux is in NAT, make it to the NAT. Okay. Do you remember the three important things I told you at the beginning of Linux installation? The network settings, get the root access, and update and upgrade your system. Did I mention the 3 points for you while installing the Kali Linux? Yes, so same. Follow the same thing here. Make sure. So why? Because here now attacker is Kali, victim is the Metasploitable. So if victim is in different network, can I able to perform the attack? If the victim is in different network, can I able to perform the attack? I am the attacker. I have connected to the network. Example, take ER segment network. And attacker is connected to some college network. Sorry, attacker is connected to the ER segment network and victim is connected to his home network or some college network. So from my network, can I able to perform the attack on his system which is in another network? Can I do that? No, right? So obviously make sure if it is in NAT, so make it to the NAT. If it is in bridge, make it to the bridge. As simple. So just if you can recall the things also I explained on the day. Yeah, access to the recording, so you can go with that. Okay. And yeah, you can see just turn on the Metasploitable machine. So it is a GUI base only. You won't get any command. Sorry, it is a command line base. It is not a GUI. You don't have any graphical user interface. Completely, it's a DOS. It's a disk operating system. You can say so. Completely command based only. So it's a dummy server. Consider it is a dummy server. So now we are attacking this dummy server and see what information it is giving. So to access this Metasploitable, the command is msf admin and msf admin. This is the username and password. So once you got that username and password, just enter ifconfig. It's a Linux based operating system. And here you can see the IP address. Now you can copy this IP. Now you can do the scanning, means gather the information, what services the target is using, what are the operating system it is using, all this information you can get. So everyone try to host a Metasploitable Linux machine on your VMware or VirtualBox. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? So we are going to do scanning on this machine only. We are going to perform the scanning on this machine only. So you have to host that Metasploitable server on your machine. It may be in VMware or VirtualBox. Do that. Clear? Right. So just let me go with the scanning and see what we are going to learn in scanning. So we'll do the practical in next session. But first try to understand what is scanning here. Right. So scanning. So this is a third module we are going to learn. So in this module, we are going to learn how to find the vulnerabilities of the target. So in previous module, we learned about how to gather the information about the target. Now, how to find the information and the vulnerability of the target using the scanning phase. So simply there we perform the passive information gathering. Here we are going with active information gathering. Clear, everyone? Right. So now, what is the scanning? So This network scanning refers to a set of procedures which are used for identifying the host in the sense the devices in the network, or ports, what services they are running, and whether the ports are open or not in the network. So network scanning is one of the components of intelligence gathering which can be used by the attacker to create a profile of the target organization. Means here I'm sending this TCP IP props and getting the information, which is nothing but the network information. Means am I directly interacting with the target now? I'm sending the request. Yes. Based on the request, it is giving the response. Yes. So that response will contain the information about the target. That is what the scanning phase do. So this is what active information gathering means. We are directly interacting with the target and gathering the information. Okay. And what information we can obtain from this phase? So simple. So the objectives of network scanning is to discover the live host, means in your network how many devices are connected. Okay, for example, your target is a device which is in your network. So whether the device is active in the network or not, you need to check first. That is what you're going to do. Means you're going to discover the live host in the network and IP addresses of that live host, and even the what ports are open of that live host. And once you got the ports open, means once you discovered about the ports, you'll try to find the services and their versions on that port, and you'll try to extract the operating systems and their architecture. Once you find the ports open, and once you find that they're using this operating system or these versions of services, gathering all this information, then based on that information, we'll go with the vulnerability scan, which is nothing but to discover the vulnerabilities in the live host. First, we are going to find whether the target is live or not. Once you got the target is live, then we will go with the port scanning. In port scanning, we are going to gather the information about the ports, whether the ports are open or not, their services and their versions. And after that, you can go with more information gathering, like what operating systems they are using, what kind of system architecture they are using, what kind of firewalls they are using. All this information you can gather. Once you gather this information, now I'll go with the vulnerability scanning using NSE. There is a NSE, which is nothing but Nmap script engine. Okay, so using these things, we are going to perform the scanning. So what happened when you perform the scanning? This is what you're going to discover. So in module 1, in introduction, we discussed about what is information security, cyber security frameworks, hacking and ethical hacking, information security standards, right? And in second phase, we discussed about the information gathering, means how to gather the information about the target that we have seen. And now we are going to do the vulnerabilities, means how we can gather the weakness, or means how to gather the loopholes of the target by directly interacting. That is what we are going to see in scanning phase. Is that clear? So to perform this scanning, we use 3 types of scanning methods. First, network scan. So we have scanning. So is that clear, everyone, what scanning is doing here? Is that clear, everyone? What scanning is? Simply finding the vulnerability. Okay. So in this, we have types of scanning. So we follow this method only. It's very important to remember. So first one is network scanning. So when you perform the network scan, so network scanning is also known as host discover, host discovery. That means you check whether the target is live So network scanning. So by performing the network scanning means you use a technique called host discover. So by using this host discover technique, you can find whether the target is live or not. And what are the active IP addresses we have in that network? You can find that. What are the active IP addresses we have? We can find that by using these network scan. Once you got to know the target is live, okay, by performing the network. See, we'll do that in practical, but first try to understand what we are going to do. in practical. So first we are going with network scanning. So when we perform the network scan, what we can get here, we'll get whether the target is live or not. You're getting my point? By doing the network scan, we can just find that whether the target is live or not, means whether the target is active or not, and what is the IP address it is using. That information we can get. Once you got that information, we'll go with the port scan. I'll do the port scanning. So when I do the port scanning, what information I'll get? What are the open ports we have? So what is open port? Open port in the sense, for example, I want to send the file. So if FTP port is open, then only I can able to send the file, right? So what happens if the FTP port is open? I can try to interact with them. What if the port is closed? Can I able to interact with them? No, I can't interact with them, right? So that's why we'll check what are the services they are running and what are the ports it is open. If the port is open, we'll try to interact with the device, or we'll try to get the access of the device. We'll try that. You're getting my point? We'll try for that actually. Okay. So here also same thing. Once you got to know the target is live, we'll send some packets to check what are the ports open in the device. And you'll get this services information also, means what services it is running, and that services version also you'll get. So even you can go with the version exploitation. For example, if you guys are using older version, like you didn't updated your WhatsApp, you're using still old version of WhatsApp. Can I able to perform the attack on that WhatsApp? Can I get the control of that WhatsApp application? Can I? Example, you're using a older version of WhatsApp application or Facebook application. So can I perform the attacks on that application and can I get the access? I can, right? Why? Because you are not updated that. So same, whatever the versions or services they are using, if they are older versions, can I perform the attack and can I get the control? I can get that control, right? So that is what the things happen here. Okay. So that information we are getting, what are the ports they are running, what services they are running, what version they are using, what operating system they are using. Like all this information you can gather by performing the port scan, remember. So once you gather this information, next I'll go with the vulnerability scan. Vulnerability scanning means now I'll try to find the weakness or loophole of the target. Means as I mentioned here, I got that they're using some 3.5.6 version of this particular service, and this version is exploitable. So now I'll check that by running this NSC. So to perform the vulnerability scan, we use a source called NSC, which is nothing but Nmap. Just remember Nmap script engine. So using this script, I'll check whether the target is vulnerable for this particular version or not. Got my point? So to do these all activities, means to perform the Nmap network scanning, to perform the port scanning, to perform the vulnerability scanning, I'm going to use a source called Nmap. This tool name is Nmap. It is one of the powerful tool. So getting my point? Nmap is one of the powerful tool. It is a network mapper, we can say. So to perform the network scanning, port scanning, vulnerability scanning, I'm going to use a source called Nmap here. So it's an inbuilt application in your Kali Linux. Got it? Is that clear? Everyone, what we are going to do in this? First, we are going to scan the network, see what are the devices live in that network, and choose your target. Then go with the port scan, see what are the ports open and services or versions it is running. And then based on that, we'll perform some vulnerability scan and see whether the target is vulnerable for any of the existing exploits or not. If we found that target is vulnerable for any of these existing exploit, then we'll perform the exploitation and we'll see how to gain the access. Right? So this is what we are going to do in scanning phase. Is that clear, everyone? So scanning is nothing but this phase is performing some active information gathering, which is nothing but whether the target is live or not, and what services it is running, and what is vulnerabilities it is having. So the final goal of this phase is of finding the vulnerabilities. That is what end goal of the scanning phase. Is that clear, everyone? So to perform this network scan, port scan, and vulnerability scan, you can't do that on live websites directly. So try to host this Metasploitable server. Right. So try to host this Metasploitable 2 server on your machine. Clear, everyone? So that is what I mentioned in this document. So what is port scanning, what is network scanning, and what is vulnerability scanning. So to perform this, I'm going to use a source called Nmap. So Nmap is nothing but network mapper. It is a free and open source utility for network discovery and security auditing. So make sure before coming to the next session, everyone just go to this Nmap website. So just Google it about Nmap. You'll get a website called nmap.org here. Just click on that, and everyone just see here docs. Just click on the docs. And once you click on the docs, here you can see the brief options summary. So just go with that. Here it will show you the different scan techniques. So here how to specify the target. For example, there are 1,000 IPs I'm having. I want to scan all that IPs. So how will you scan that all IPs at a time? Will go one by one. It will take time. So how will you scan that? So how will you specify the target? So that is what we are going to see in this thing. And host discover means whether the target is live or not. To check, we have these commands. And to see what are the ports open or not, we'll use these methods. And to specify the port, this machine. And to check the service and version, we are using this command. And to get the vulnerabilities, all that information, we are running the scripts. To get the OS information, we'll go with this one. And to bypass, if target is using the firewalls or antiviruses, it will block your request, right? So to bypass that request, we have the time-based and fragmentation scenarios. Means firewall IDS, evasion, spoofing techniques we have. And again, to save the output in a file, we have the output commands also here, right? So you have to go with one by one. You can see how to use that Nmap they have given. So Nmap and -v and -a is nothing but the aggressive scan here. So what it will do, it will get the OS information, version information, script scanning. It performs the trace route, all these things together, it will perform in one place. You can give the domain, or you can give the IP address, or you can give the range, or you can give the random IPs with some port numbers. Even you can scan the domains also, but it is live websites, right? So obviously you will interact directly with that system. Means they can get to know whether you're performing the scanning or not. They'll get that information because it is an active base. You're sending the packets and getting the response. Means they get your information, like who is performing the scanning on their machine, and they'll block you. So that is why we are not going directly on the websites now. So we are hosting a dummy server on our machine, and we are practicing on this machine. Is that clear? So your task is, before coming to the next session, everyone have to go through this Metasploitable server. Everyone have to install this, and everyone just go with this Nmap website. So whatever you have seen, like what in this document, you can see the next option here. So it is complete Nmap book. So what is target specification? They have explained you. So how to use this IL? What is the use of this IL command? What is the use of this IR command? Like that for every command. For every command, they have given these descriptions. So now it is host discover scenario. And next we have port scanning. So before port scanning, what is open port, closed port, filtered port, unfiltered port, open filtered port, and closed filtered port? What are they? Getting those informations also here. And next, port scanning. So see what is this port scanning here. So what is this SN command, SY command, SU command, SS commands? So before coming to the next session, everyone have to complete these things. You have to learn them. So I'll explain in that session, but again, if just go through these things and come to the session, so it will be easy for you to understand. If you come there directly, what happened is it'll be difficult for you to understand that process. So just go through these things, everyone. See what happening here in each thing, each command, what it is doing. So just go through that and get. So what is service detection scan, OS detection scan, Nmap script engine I mentioned, time-based firewall and bypassing. So like everything, like complete, you have complete guide of Nmap. Is that clear, everyone? Any doubts? Any doubts, please let me know. Just I have given an idea that what we are going to do in this particular module. So we'll implement that in practical. But before that, make sure just go through this Nmap and try to host Metasploitable server in your system, everyone. And if you're having any doubts, you guys can ask me now. Any doubts? Right. Now we'll go with the exam. You have an exam, right? So have you guys prepared for that? I told you, right? Yesterday we have an exam today. Did I say that for you guys? Just confirm me that, like, did I mention? I told you yesterday we have an exam today. No. So I told you on module 1 and module 2 we'll have an exam. Yeah, I remember. I got that. So I'll have 34 questions. So it's an MCQ. Just everyone try to attend. So have half an hour time I'll give you. So within that half an hour time, everyone have to complete. Yeah, just I'm giving that. Just a second. I'm sharing the link in the chat. Everyone just join with that link. Many of them they want to write the exam. I think so. They're not interested to write the exam. Sujit, you didn't expected the exam, huh? So everyone join with that link. Yeah, clashes are going on. You can see that. But yeah, it's simple exam, man. Like whatever we discussed in the session, we have that questions only. Go with that. See, this exam is just to check your skills. As simple. So give a good like try an attempt here. Give a genuine attempt here. Don't go with this Google copy paste all these things. Just go with a genuine attempt and see what knowledge you gain till now. As simple. And send the link. Everyone join first. Again, I'm telling you, I have only 30 minutes of time. So here I mentioned the time. So within this timer only, I have to write the exam. Remember, for every question, you have only 1 minute of time. So the 34 minutes. So 34 questions you have. Consider it's 34 minutes of time. So join first. It's not opening now. How they are joining, man? Here, just check from your end. Just go to the quizzes.com and in that it will enter the code. It will be there. You can try to enter this code also. Yeah, I didn't start the exam. Let others join, like they are joining, right? Once everyone join, I'll start the exam. Just wait. Okay. All right. So I'm just starting the exam. So you have 30 minutes of time. So within the time, you have to complete the exam. Everyone. Read the questions properly. Timeout issue on this screen. Please try to restart that again. Just URL refresh or else click on try again. Whoever done with this thing, like yeah, you guys can leave. I think team will share the feedback form. Yeah, I can try, but there is only 30 minutes of time. So try to complete within the 30 minutes, everyone. Link it is there in the chart. Just check multiple times I have shared. Are you joining now? Just check I have shared now. Again, like I have left with 12 minutes only. Whoever done, yeah, you guys can leave. Thank you. Thank you for attending this session. So remember the task will be there on Monday again. So do that. Uh, Yeah, I'll inform to the team. So is there anyone? Just try to share the attendance sheet or feedback sheet. Yeah, actually feedback always with team. Anyone from Black Box? Are you the guys there? Just try to share the feedback sheet or attendance sheet. Yeah, actually I don't have that feedback sheet. I inform to the team. They'll share that. Wait for a while. I just have informed them. Like, let's see. I have no idea about that. That will be taken care by the team. So I'm not having any idea about that. Just wait for a minute, guys. So yeah, team is sharing the feedback. So just fill the feedback and you guys can leave. Okay. And thank you everyone for attending the session. Have a great day, guys. Happy Shivratri. See you on Monday. Materials. Okay. I'll try for that. And next session I'll share that. Okay. Thank you everyone. See you next session.
Hello, sir. Hello. Can I close the section?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, sir. Okay.